FTP, and we said we're gonna use the very secure FTPD, FTP daemon. Okay, this is the chapter 6. We said the chapter 5 we're gonna skip it for now, and that's the first lap out of it. Okay, actually, basically this is the installation on the server 02, as you see. So let's go and do it. So that's the lap 2 of the chapter, lap 1 of the chapter 6, and we are on the page 3 at the moment. Okay, so I'm gonna navigate to server 02. Here it is, server 02, and I'm gonna say whatever they say. I'm gonna do whatever they're asking me to do. It would be yum install -y vsftpd, and I'll do FTP as well. Okay, I'll click enter. So the installation starting after a little bit of delay, and it's done actually very fast. So the next thing, we need to navigate to the configuration file. First, we need to do, as with the DNS, we need to do copy of it. So what we do here is the cp command we use. So we make a backup of our already installed file with the vsftpd. So that's why we use the cp, and we do vsftpd. Well, I need to go actually to the folder. Let's see, and it's vsftpd, and I need to do the vsft.conf, and I need to save it. What I do, I'll open the same folder. And I'll do as suggested, let's say orig, which is from original. So basically what I'm doing, I'm just preserving, if something happened, me to have a backup of my original folder. And now what we'll do, actually I'll open the original configuration file with Vim. You guys could open it with, obviously, with whatever you want, nano, or if you want also the gedit if you want. So we need to find out anonymous enable and to say no. Okay. So if when I'm looking for something, well, I see it now. It's on the top. But when I'm looking for something in Vim, I could use the /. So if I do now anonymous, and if I click enter, well, it shows me where the anonymous it is. Okay, and with N, I could go to the next one, to the next one. With a capital N, so Shift and N, I could go backwards. Okay, so it's a very cool way me to find out wherever something which I'm looking for is. Now I'll click I to be able, you see now the mode is insert, and I'm gonna go to anonymous. I'm gonna change yes from yes to no as advised. Okay, the next thing I need to do is to go to the banner. Now, if I'm looking for the banner, I need to do escape to go back out of the insert mode. I'll do banner. I'll click enter, and basically it will bring me to the banner. Okay, so I'll click Y again. I'll navigate here. As you see, there is a hash symbol, which means it's commented out. That means this line won't be executed until the hash symbol is there. So the FTP, the banner, and I'm gonna say welcome to, as they suggest, HouseNet FTP server. So we do HouseNet FTP server. Okay, and that's all they ask us to do actually. I'll do escape here, and WQ. So to save, once again, it's working only on Vim. I'll do like this, and then I'm gonna enable and start. So enable, guys, you need to do it all the time. So the service to start every time you reboot. Start, obviously, you need to start it now. It won't start if it's only enable until you reboot. So I'll do systemctl And then what I'll do here will be the start as vs actually ftpd. I'll click enter. I did a mistake here. I click something at the end. So that's the service, and it started. Now I'm just gonna repeat it, and I'm gonna change start to enable. Okay. It started, and if I would like, if I'm curious if that's okay, always I could check the status. And here's the status is running, which is good. Now we need to open the hole on the firewall, okay? And we do it the usual way as we do firewall CMD. There's CMD. Okay, then we'll say add service. Now, intentionally, I'm doing it this. I think it's much more logical. So the options you could move. You see, in our documentation is different, but for me, it's much more logical to say add a service to the firewall on this zone and do it permanently. For me, that's why I'm changing the places of the thing. So, but you could do whatever it says there. So, and I'm gonna say for this service FTP, okay, and then obviously I'm gonna say zone that would be on the zone, and I need to say my zone, which is internal, guys. So be careful. Our active zone is internal, not public, as they showed in the movie, if you remember. And we did this on all of our computers, including the client, okay? And then I need to reload the, well, I need to do it permanent first. Okay, and then I need to reload my firewall, obviously. Just using the thing with up arrow, and I'll do reload. And when I see success, awesome, it's everything's okay now. Well, as you remember, we need also to do something with the SE Linux, and that's the command as set c sebu -p. Oops. P. Now we need to see ftp underscore home underscore dir, and we need to say on. Okay, it is done. We're going to ignore this error. That's okay. The next thing is we to create some accounts. We need to create, as suggested, the two people, Bob and Alice. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to create Bob here. So we to create Alice after the Bob will be the same way. So we do user add Alice. Okay. Click enter. Alice has been created. The next thing you need to do is the password for Alice. Once again, we choose something simple, even though it will complain, it will accept it. Okay, and then I just would like to double check if that has been created. The home folder for Alice has been created. So I'll do like this. Check it. So I see Alice and Bob are there. So far, so good. What we need to do now is to go to make the test. We need to go to our server 01. Okay, so we open the server 01 here. And what we're gonna do next would be to install the FTP. So yum install -y FTP. That would be the client. Okay, and let's try what we see. So let's open FTP, click enter, and then we do the open command. Okay, and in the open command we're gonna do the name, because we have the name resolution. We want to access server 02, which is our server. And actually, I need to, as they say here, I need to connect as Bob. So it's asking me for name now. So I need to do Bob here. Okay, I'll click enter. Well, the password for Bob. And as you see, it says 230 login successful. Remote system is there, and I'm there now. Okay, I'm in my FTP. So what they asked me after this is to put a command. So I need to create a file on my server 01, and I need to put it on the Bob. So let's try to do it. I'll open here. I'll click on the file. I'll do new tab. So it will open on the terminal second tab, as you see now. And I'm going to create, first I'm going to log in as the root again. I will create a file. I'll call it test_ftp. I'll use the touch command. If you remember, that's a very useful command to you guys to create very fast a file, empty file. I'll do test_ftp. Okay. I would say 1 even. I'll save the file, and I'll go back to my other window, and I'm gonna do put. I need to go to the file. As you see, it's finding it with double tap. It's finding the file into the root folder where I created it actually. Once again, here it is. Just to see, guys, where I'm creating this file. If I do pwd, here where's the file is, in /root. And if I do ls, I'm gonna see the file, obviously, right? Here it is, the last one, test ftp1. So basically, I just I'm gonna put the file, I'll click enter. So let's log in as a Bob. After exiting of here, I'll do Control D to go out of the, or exit to go out of this, and I'll do cd stop, and I will create here the file _ftp2. And now from the other one, I will put okay. We skip something, guys. So let's double check if well, the firewall rules actually. This is what I skipped, guys. I started the firewall, and I needed to reboot my computer, if you remember, right? So what I did basically, I created into the home of Bob, I created the file test03, and after this, I was able to get it from there. So let's see. Okay. If I do FTP and I open the connection now, it says server 02. Okay, and I use the Bob name and the password for Bob. And if I check where I am actually, here it is, I'm in home in Bob. And because, as you see, the test3 file is created in, it is created into home Bob. That's on the server. And if I do ls, okay, here's the test3. Now when I do, well, let's create another one actually, touch test4 now. If I do else again, now I see the test4. And if I do now get test4, Okay, transfer complete. And if I go now to my home folder and if I do ls, I'll see test4 just came back. And it's the same way, vice versa. Now, if I do pwd like this, see the local one here, those boxes. So basically, I could do now. And if I would like to check where I am now, guys, here it is. If I would like to check my remote folder where I am, I'm on the home of the Bob, so on the server 02. And if I would like to check where I am on the local folder, it's like this. Okay, so I'm in the OS boxes. So if I would like to check here what I have, I put always the exclamation mark. And if I would like to create a file here, touch, let's say test for FTP. Okay. And I could check again. The file has been created here. And now if I do put test for FTP, it will be send it. And now if I would like to check the ls command here, basically need to come on that side. Here it is. Test for FTP has been done. So pwd that side. Yeah, I see it also here. Test for FTP on that side. Okay.